welcome back to my channel Designs by Akshu. In today's video, we are going to learn about morph object type in compound objects. This video is going to be for a single object type because I think every object type must be explained individually. So let's get started. Now first, as you can see, we have few viewports. Now we'll switch on to single viewport, that is the perspective one. And the next what we are going to do is we'll click on standard primitives and we'll create a cone. I've clicked on cone and I'm creating it right now. Okay, so this is a cone, and if you wanted to give its radius 1 and radius 2, you can give it. The next thing what you have to do is you have to press shift key on your keyboard and move this cone so that it will make a copy of this object, which is also called as clone. So click on OK. And if I want to make 3 more of it, so again I'll click on shift and click on move, and the number of copies how much I want, I will enter the number over here. So I'll click on to 4. So I've clicked it. Right now we'll require only 4. We'll just delete these ones. Now just shift this front and backwards. Okay, now just make sure that these three have some different modifiers used onto it. Like for example, let this cone be as it is. We'll change the shape of this cone. Like for example, we'll increase its height and some radius. Then for this cone, we'll use a modifier like bend. We'll bend it. Like you can see, it has been bended. You can even select its direction, so we'll keep it over here. Okay, great. Now the remaining is this one, so we'll give another modifier to it. We have used bend for this, so now we'll give taper. Just increase its amount. You can see it has changed its shape, and even you can increase its curved. Okay, good. We'll just move this backwards. Okay, now you what you have to do is select this cone. Okay, and click on this plus icon and then click on to your compound objects tab, and you can see the morph object type. Now select onto this option morph, and now you can see that what it has, the parameters which you can switch on to, and what on all modifiers you can work on. So all these modifiers are placed over here. So you can see that pick target option is given over here, right? So you can click on to this object and you can see that a yellow border is visible, right, on all three objects. That means these objects are available to pick. So these objects can be our targets. Now basically what is the purpose of morph, I'll tell you. The morph is the thing, like for example, I'll be creating an animation. Okay, morph is an object type which is used to create an animation of an object from, like, this is the cone, right? So if I want an animation that my cone wants to grow bigger in size, and I want the animation of that, so I'll just show you. If I pick this target, I'll just set the key first. Okay, and I click this target. Now you can see it has changed its shape, right? So now just look at the magic, what kind of animation has took place. So if I play this, you can see it is growing in size, right? It was first in this shape, now it is growing on to this shape. It means the target which I have picked up, it is copying its shape but by the way of animation. This is the use of morph, that when you pick and target, okay, it copies its shape but in an animation way. Okay, but if you don't give these key, or if you don't set these keys, then it will not work. Okay, if like for example, if I select this object and if I click on morph and just pick normally the target, it will just take its shape. No animation will be created. And if I click on play animation, no animation will be created. So keep in mind that you set the keys over here. Now you can see I have played the animation, but I have not set the keys for it, right? So it's very important that you set the keys to play an animation. So we'll just Control Z, we'll click on Control Z, we'll keep this key at 0, right? We'll escape it, we'll click this object again, click on Morph, then set this key at 50. No, we'll keep on 25. Okay, 25. Now I'll pick the target of this one. Okay, now I want this object to be again converted to this object later on. So now what I'll do is I'll set the keys to 50, and then again, no need to click again on this pick target. Already you can select this objects now. So now I'll select this target. Now it has converted to this shape. Okay, now again I want my this shape to be converted to this one. So what I'll do is I'll again set the keys, or I'll take it to 100 because this is our last object. So now no need to again press on pick target, it has already been selected. So you can just select your object and it has been converted, right? Now a very best part of animation is ready. So now just play and you can see it is taking its shape. So this is the use of morph, wherein you can change your object to another object and you can create an animation by setting some particular keys to it. Now, a very important note. Now, what's the note? The note is, for example, if I select my this object and I go back to standard primitives, and if I click on to its modify tabs, if I want to modify this shape particularly specifically, like for example, if I increase its segments, like the number is 5, right? If I increase it to 6, okay, and now I click onto this object and click on my modifier, sorry, onto compound objects, and I click on morph and I try to pick target, you can see the yellow border which was coming, now it is not coming because it is not selected. See, I'm clicking my mouse but it is not selecting my target. Okay, but it can select this target. See, now why is this happening? Because for objects converting from one shape to another, it is very important that all the shapes which you have created, those shapes must be in equal segments. Remember, I'm repeating it again. The shapes, whatever you're creating, make sure that all the objects are having the segments in equal number. It cannot happen that if this cone is having 5 segments and if this cone is having 6 segments, it will not convert it into that particular shape. So it is very important to keep a note of that. So now if I click onto this object and I change its segments again back to 5, now it will pick its target. We'll take another shape, okay? Like for example, we'll take cylinder. We'll try onto some another object, okay? Now what you have to do is just change it to edged faces so that you can see its segments. All right. Now as I told you, click on shift on your keyboard and move so that you can make copies of it. We'll make 4 copies. No, I'll click on 3. We'll make 3 copies extra. Now we have made 3 copies, and now just add some different modifiers to each of them so that they will carry different shapes. So we'll give bend modifier to it like this, and we'll move it forward. If you change its bend axis, it will show some results like this. So, okay. I think again this will make my 3ds Max close, so we'll not do it. Okay. We'll give this shape, okay, for this. And we'll click onto this shape and we'll give another modifier to it. Like for example, we'll give it taper. Okay, we'll give a taper to it like this and a curve. Okay, and we'll move it backwards. Now we'll give another modifier to this. For example, we'll give it noise. Where's the noise? We'll just add some noise to it. Okay, this much is enough. Okay, so we have created these objects different types. Okay, I'll just change the color of it so that it will be, yeah, easy to understand. Now click onto your base object as I told, then switch it to compound objects. Click on morph, pick your target, but before that remember to set the keys. We'll set it to 20 first. Pick your target, again set your keys to 45, again pick your target, again set the keys. Now we'll go on to till 100 and pick your target, and you're done. Then you can play your animation over here. So now you can see how beautifully it is converting from one to other. Now a very good thing is that if I select onto this object, okay, if I escape, click on escape, and if I try to change its like amount of taper, you can see the changes are even taking place onto this object, right? Now why this is happening? Because we have already selected on the compound object type, which is also called as morph, right? So basically if you change anything over here, the changes will be carried here as well. If I select onto this, if I make some changes, the changes will be carried to this object as well. So in today's video we end up with this object type, that is morph. In the next video we'll switch on to conform, and then later on we'll start making videos on single object type like blow mesh, terrain, measure, procutter, etc. Because I think every modifier or every object type must be explained individually, because every object type has some specific parameters which need to be understand properly. And so I am going to create every single video on every single object type. So make sure that you watch all the part of compound objects created by me, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and please do comment if you want me to make any some sort of videos on to uh, different softwares So please do comment me in the comment section. So thanks for watching, and please do not forget to watch my prior video of extended primitives and standard primitives. If you have missed this video, I have already made two videos on two standard and extended primitives. So please do not forget to watch those videos first, and please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.